Yes, good morning. It's our third day of training. And then, nag-taxi ako uli.
You were going to where? Last swimming all day?
It's a Holiday Inn, brother. Ah, yeah, this one. Hindi niya alam yung Holiday Inn. Dito na pala. Nag-taxi na ako, guys. Kasi mainit na. And then, hindi ako naka-uniform. Dahil pwede namang mag-black. So, yan. Malapit na pala ako. So, last day na ng training, guys. Medyo maraming gagawin. Mamaya, may mga brands na pupunta. Tapos, makeup application pa rin. Alam mo yun, nakakapagod. Tapos na ano ako, na puyat ako sa pag-upload ng vlog kasi kailangan ko ring burahin yung mga videos na nandito sa aking phone. So, balikan ko na lang kayo kasi bababa na ako. So, naghagdanan lang ako and maaga talaga ako dumarating kapag may training. Kasi magbe-breakfast ako tsaka ulit tayo mag-espresso. So, as usual, ko uli. Nespresso tayo, guys. Bakit parang ang liwanag ng ko? Ito yung masarap eh. Ano nga to? Club sandwich, tapos may bago silang inad. Ito, bago to. Wala to kahapon eh. Tsaka yan. Ayan. Ito rin guys, masarap to. Ito kasi malamig sa tiyan yan. So, kuha tayo nun. Yan at tsaka yan.
This cut crease must-haves. We've got shadow insurance. Obviously your customer's beautiful gown or outfits won't be ruined. I'm just going to use a little bit of eye makeup remover. I'm also just going to clean my little palette here. And then I'm going to place a bit of shadow insurance. So remember, you can use your ring finger or you can use a brush, entirely up to you. I'm just going to go with an applicator brush. Now there's two brushes that you will need. You will need an applicator, which is a flat brush like this, yeah, and you'll need a blending brush, yeah. The difference between the two, this one you'll get more intensity and you get more precision. With this one, it's going to be more blending, yeah. If you wanted to create more intense, dramatic, more sharper contouring, then a pencil brush like this, pencil contouring, is what you can use. You can also use an angle contouring, which is just here, which again is blending but also on a sharp angle. This is great for using in the corners of the eyes to give you a little bit more sharpness if you want to do a really smoky finish, or even if you want to use it underneath to kind of blend a concealer. It's great for that, yeah? So, I'm going to use, if you close your eyes for me, pop your head to the top. You want to start by using your pinky, lifting, patting and pressing over the eyelid. Remember, inner corner taking up to the brows. And the reason why you're taking it to the brows is because if you use this product just on your eyelid, and you stop on the crease, when you put the shadow, what's going to happen? What will happen, do you think?
What do you mean?
Only in the face area.
You're gonna have you're going to have the shadow just sitting on the crease. You're going to have a little tiny crease, and then you'll have this, just a shade of the skin, but you won't have anything other. Yeah. To do the full eye. Yeah. Make sure you go right to the top. Don't just stop on the eyelid. Yeah. Because a lot of people do that. Eyeshadow should be almost like it's been blown on. Yeah. You're having the shadow really kind of blend and kind of sit nicely. You don't want it to be so that you can see the crease and you can see where you pressed on the eyeshadow. Yeah? Yeah. And I'm just going to load just the brush, putting a lot of the product on. And I'm just going to mix it into the shadow insurance like this. Can you see? I'm just literally patting and pressing. Remember to take it up to the brow bone and lightly just blend. But can you see by adding a bit of shadow? And I'm just going to tap the excess onto the palette. And then I'm just going to press all over the eyelid. And you can see what I'm doing. I'm not going any higher than the arch. And where you can see the arch, you want to pat very lightly. And then you want to use your blending brush to blend back and forth or in circular motions. So, circular motions. Going round into the socket. So outer corner into the center. And the reason why I've applied this product quite low, because I'm going to blend high. If you apply the product high and you keep on blending, what's going to happen? You're going to go high, you're going to go to the brows, and you're going to make it look like a clown. So just be mindful. Apply the product lower and then blend up. If you want to add more, you can add more, but don't go in higher because you are going to end up really close to the brows. Yeah? So then I can go in with a little bit more product. Then what you want to do is apply a little bit of your darker brown, just a tiny bit, just tap, and I'm just going to go in to make it a little bit more intense, yeah? So that will be in the corners, just towards the center. Build up the color and the combination that you want, and then go with your sparkle. The Pretty Rich palette, as you know, is phenomenal when it comes to applying the sparkle. Why? Because the actual sparkle eyeshadow, the glitter eyeshadow, has got a little bit of a primer. Yeah? So it sticks and sets. And I know a lot of you have said actually it's great because in comparison to the other brands, you have the glitter but it doesn't stay. We do have glitter glue. Yeah? So if you're going to be working with just glitter, I'd recommend you use glitter glue first and then put on the sparkle on top, yeah? Because it will stick. like it says, glitter glue. It will stick the glitter onto it and it won't move. With this one, you can just blend, warm it into your fingers and pat and press. When you directly press onto the eyelid, it will stick. Yeah, it won't move. So what I'm going to do, ring finger, and I'm just going to use a tiny bit. I'm lifting and I'm pressing it onto the lid. And all you want to do is pass and press into the center of the eyelid, yeah?
From the
Yeah, you want to go with the wing?
wing
Yeah.
first.
And then you just do this. Then we just do this. This is what everyone says. All the eyes and I just do this. But how would you teach your customers if they're not experienced, if they're not experts like yourself? How would you tell them or teach them step by step how to do it? The first step is perfect. You do the wing first, absolutely. How would you then tell them to follow? That's a tricky one, huh? Because you guys are experts. Even for me, I do eyeliner every day.
What he said yesterday.
Yeah,
Yalla,
you
tell him.
learn. Come on.
Depends on the shape of the eye first.
Yes.
The eye shape, yeah, brilliant. What else? What else?
The customer, we ask the customer,
Ask
she like
what she
a thin line or
Absolutely. Does she want it very fine? Does she want it medium? Does she want a thick liner?
Yeah.
Everyone has a preference to the eyeliner, correct? I've got more medium to thick liner, but you ladies may not like that. Yeah. When in also customer profile, you may have somebody who's European that wants a very kind of short little liner. They don't want anything too dramatic. But then in the Middle East, they like full dramatic eyeliners. You know.
also some customer they don't like the wing, just only
Exactly. I've met customers who don't like the wing liner, they just want to frame the lashes. So it could be very kind of versatile in terms of what you need to adapt it to. I'm going to show you 5 steps in how to create the perfect liner. Now, Better Than Love liner was created it was actually inspiration from a brush, an artist brush. And if you feel it, it's very thin. Yeah? I'm looking at, sorry, Sarah, right? Saha. So what you want to do, I'm looking at your eyeshadow. I'm not going to give you too much of a dramatic wing, yeah? Because with your eye shade, she's got very almond eyes, yeah? But she's also got very long eyes. If you put more liner and it's going to be wider and longer, yeah? So I'm going to give a very small winged effect. What you want to do, if you look straight ahead for me, can you see the socket here? I'm just going to go where the socket ends, go down into the lashes. So I'm going to create the wing first, okay? If you want to come closer, you're welcome to. I'm going to lift the brow. I'm going to shake the end of the socket bone, just here. I'm going to go down, back into the lash, just like that. Yeah, you see? Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to frame the lashes, and I'm going to do it in 2 stages, okay? So you want to start from the center of the eye and join to the end of that liner, okay? So you want to do, just lifting the brow very gently. The reason why I'm lifting the brow, it gets into the little lashes as well, yeah? Because sometimes you may have customers who've got slightly, a few little fine lines and creases, and if you don't lift slightly, you're gonna, when you open your eye, you're gonna see a little dot, 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 yeah? So you want to do lift, center of the eyes, going in, back to the liner, yeah? Like this. Then what you want to do, from the inner corner, back into the center. Lashes, it gives you a lot of length, it's dark and it's dramatic. The best way to apply it, half a moon, pop this under the lashes, okay? Close your eyes for me. From root to tip, we want to turn the wand and you want to lift it up. So, you want to go from root to tip going up, root to tip going up, and root tip going up. So you're really coating the lashes. That's step one. Yeah? You want to take away this because that's obviously removing any excess. Then I'm going to use a wand and I'm going to lift from the root to tip going up. So it's going to give it a little bit more of a curl. Yeah? So I'm going to come this way. Close your eyes for me. You can see I'm going to just lift very gently and I'm going to go to the top, going up.
The top, going up. So it's going to coat the top and the bottom lashes.
I'm going to use the tip of the brush. Yeah? So close your eyes for me. Just kind of pop it that way. And then just the tip. So you want to just go bounce. You want to give it a little bit of a bounce. Just like you're curling the lashes. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So open your eyes for me. Okay. So that way you can see what's happened is you've got the length, the volume and the curl. And it's easy to do on every lash. Yeah? Is that helpful?
Yes.
Okay. So as a finishing touch, what I'm going to do is show you a little trick. Now, I've got a couple of peach palettes here and I'm going to use your Sephora concealer. I'm going to use a blending brush like this. Yeah? I'm going to use a little bit of concealer. Just pop your eyes to the top of me. And I'm just going to sweep just very lightly under the eyes. Just a tiny amount. You can use your ring finger if you wanted to. It's entirely up to you. Or you can use a brush, whatever you like. A small beauty blender is also perfect. Now, everyone's familiar with sweet peach palettes?
Sure, yes.
Yeah? Super. There's a peach, candied peach shade. Yeah? I'm gonna go in my ring finger, like this. Pop your eyes to the top. And I'm just gonna pat and press.
Correcto.
Indeed. Okay? So, if your customer has very dark circles, yeah, you can use candied peach from the sweet palette.
As a corrector.
Yeah, as a corrector. I've used, on me because I have very dark circles, I've used the peach punch and it works fine, but not too much because it's quite dark. This really helps to correct any dark circles. It has a little bit of reflective pigment, so it gives you brightness. So when you go in with your concealer, it makes it look absolutely flawless. Okay? So what you can do, just make sure very lightly that this is blended in, very gently, like that. Then you can add your concealer with your blending brush or your beauty blender as you wish. You want to pat.
Hindi na para tumigil. Para dumikit lang.
Look straight ahead for me. I'm just going to go in the corner here. Just there. And under the brows to give it a bit more of a lift. And I'm only pressing it here in the center. Why? Because white, bright light lifts. And if you wear white, you look a little bit bigger. If you wear black, you look super skinny, right? So when you're using brightness highlighters, it's gonna really give that luminosity and lift. Then what you can do if you wanted to, you can use the pencil brush, go in with a darker shade or even this kind of glazed black. You just close your eyes for me and I'm just gonna gently tap. Just here. And you can see what I'm doing. I'm just lifting it, just outer corner. Can you open your eyes for me?
Hindi niya nakabuna. Our number yan.
wisdom. We problem solve with courage and creativity. And we make real connections. You are now officially a guardian of the brand DNA. We know you've got what it takes, so get out there and start spreading the laughter and fun.
What do you know? Okay, it does. Go back. And now I got super excited. Sorry guys, 1 second. Okay, we're gonna do this slowly. One more time. Okay, so the Benefit Brow Collection, right? The Benefit Brow Collection in 2016. Do you remember the brow collection? That you want to find 3 things on the person's brow. You want to find the start, the arch, and the end. Because all good things must come to an end, right? Yes. So this, I'm going to show you how to find it, and then I'm also going to show you what it does for the face as well. Okay? So to find the start, can you see if you can move it down if you need to? Please don't feel shy. So to find the start on your brow, right, or on your customer's brow, all you do is you look for the dimple of this nose, the dimple. You know that little dent in here?
Yeah.
Right? Now all of us have different noses, we all have different faces, so this is why to find the start in this way will be perfect for that person. So if you look at like natural contouring, even without putting any contouring product on there, just because you started the brow at this space, it will give you the contoured effect. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Think of when you contour. Where do you contour? You go from that side there, right?
Yeah.
So that's exactly the kind of effect that it will create. So now, and for this one, I'm going to need you to look at me quickly for 1 second. To find the arch, it's from the corner of the nose through the middle of the eye. So for this one, just look at me quickly for 1 second. So from the corner of the nose through the middle of the eye, and Ella, that is your arch. Such a perfect brow.
Thank you.
So what does this arch do for the brow? It will immediately lift the eye. It will give the person an eye-opening effect. Have you ever been tired? Have you ever been tired? Have you ever not had enough sleep? Right? If you want to fake the look of sleep, make your arches nice and high.
Good idea.
It's genuinely, truly a trick.
Special for Hoda.
If you follow me on Instagram and you see my eyes are like my arches are here, it's because I'm very tired. So here you've got the slimming of the nose and the balancing of the eyes. Here you have the fake sleep, fake wide awake eye opening effect. And then the last one for the end, very simple. It's just corner to corner. You go from the corner of the nose, right, through to the corner of the eye, and you make your mark, and that's where your brow needs to end. Now what that will do for you, sometimes of course everybody's got, but the eye will naturally sometimes droop, and then when you're applying, you are not getting your product very smoothly. Top tip when you're doing a brow, always brush the brow first. Why? Why do we have to do that and not only after? Yes, to see the gaps, to see where you need to fill in. So just by supporting the brow a little bit, starting at the base of the brow, and you can see with your Precisely My Brow pencil, you don't have to do a lot of pressure at all. Guys, can you all see?
Yes.
Yeah? So I'm doing just the base of the brow, moving towards her arch, and at the front here, I'm just going to do small light strokes over here. Now for her brow, with brow mapping, she can actually remove a little bit. There is an expert technique with the Brow Contour Pro. If you want to give like that really defined Instagram look, you can extend a little bit at the front of the brow, and you can also extend a little bit at the end of the brow. I just want to go back to this picture quickly for you. Can you see that?
Yeah.
It's like the longer brow, it's the Huda brow, it's the Kardashian brow. You'll actually see that there's a lot of length in that brow as well. So from the start, just through the arch, just pushing through a little bit of the product. In the front, I don't want to give it too much color, right? Now, I don't know if you can see, but even the arch, she's got a slightly more straighter brow, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to recreate the shape for her, and I'm just going to give her a bit of a lift at the top of the brow towards the arch area. Can you see that?
Yeah.
I've just filled in very, very lightly on that side. So of course you can use your spoolie just to blend. So that's the number 3 shade that I've just used now. Now I want to go to my number 5. Here we go. Now for your contour brow, you really want to get that dip down on the end so that you get that clean, precise look. So from the arch to the end, bring it down quite sharply, and there's a little bit that you can extend on her end as well. Now here you can add more pressure to create more depth on the brow. Now remember what I said, she's already got a naturally darker brow, so you really want to be able to show the contrast between the start to create that ombre effect. So again, we're creating that arch. Can you see it's already coming together?
Yeah.
Can you see? What do you think? So just again on top here, because we want to give her a new. Tell me, what do you think? And you want a slightly different technique when it comes to the concealing, okay? So on the concealer, and I'm going to show you on here as well. So on the concealer, don't go right around the brow, because normally what everybody does is they go completely around the brow, and then actually when you are working with light, it doesn't play a lot with light. At the bottom of the brow, at the base, you can conceal from the start, no problem, right? So I'm just using the Brow Contour Pro Concealer at the moment. So go from the start, right through the arch and to the end. And we'll blend out now. For the top of the brow, at the top you only conceal at the end. Because what you are wanting to do, and make sure you kind of get that concealer completely highlighted. Can I use somebody's blending brush, please? I'm going to give her a little bit more of an intensive look over here. Wow. Right? And just make sure that you get the sharp edges, and on top, very important.
Amazing brows and amazing eyes.
I'm telling you.
Really? did that right. That's why.
Can you see the difference that this is created? Can you see that?
Wow.
I just want to fix this section over here. And you really need to make sure that with your concealer you're bringing close that ends as well. And now for the highlighter, the same thing also. The same thing for the highlighter, because this is all about light, right? Think of when you take the selfie, what do? You don't put that light. It's true, we all do it. Now for the highlighter, what you want to do is you only want to bring a little bit of a more highlighter in this, just in this section beneath the brow bone, just that arch section. So don't take the highlighter right through. It's basically you only want to almost make a circle over here. It doesn't need to be done very pretty, and blend it out. And what's going to be happening now is it is going to constantly play with light and constantly play with light and dark. There's some places that's concealed, some places that are not. And I promise you, when you take that photo, it just makes a huge difference. Can you see this? Can you see?
Yeah.
What do you think?
Very nice.
So it's really for the contour brush.